Sports Show, and we have a special edition of the Jordan 411 Sports Show, and we're at McPlenty Park today. You may have saw in my previous episode, we interviewed Jeff McPlenty. You can guess, this is his dad's park, and he was a bomber, so cool. And an Eskimo. So I don't know if you knew that or not.
Well, I've got a problem with the Eskimo part, but okay, gotcha.
You don't like them?
No, I'm
or
joking.
what?
I'm joking. I'm just being funny.
So how have Winnipeg took you in?
It's been incredible. Everybody has been so very nice. All the ownership of the team, I actually met the owner of the Blue Bombers on Tuesday. The players were great. If you saw the video, they all came over and greeted Gregory and I.
Yeah.
The folks from all the media outlets have been great. The global people. CGOB was off the hook.
Yeah.
You might get jealous about this, but they gave Gregory and I jerseys yesterday.
Wow.
Did you see that, those new white jerseys?
Well, actually, I have a special connection with them, too.
Do you really? I'll need your number then.
I went to my grade 10 year for a little tour.
Wow.
And I had a good time there.
I bet you did.
Yeah.
I bet you did. Did you watch the game last night?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course
I was there. Section
You were there?
208.
Why didn't you messenger me?
We don't follow each other.
Oh, we'll have to fix that.
We'll fix that.
All right. Okay.
So what did you think of the first CFL game?
It was off the hook. I mean, you could have not picked a better. It was almost like it was scripted. You know what I mean? It's like, we got these California guys coming into town. We got to do this right. And we were down by 10. I'm going, oh. And when that last touchdown for Montreal, I thought, oh no. And then that amazing, the whole thing was that onside kick.
Were you surprised that it worked? Because normally it doesn't work.
Well, you are playing against the percentages, but it's a risk you have to take to pull the win off.
Yeah.
You have no choice.
Yeah. How was the atmosphere compared to the Chargers?
Okay, from the Chargers of the past, comparable, because you got a passionate fan base who wants their team to win. However, with the Chargers, the rumors of the Chargers leaving, what would happen is if you would go to a game at Qualcomm Stadium, half the stadium at least was from the other team.
Oh,
Raiders,
wow.
Broncos especially, and all that kind of stuff.
Oh.
We'll be there in a minute, Gregory. So that was really hard. So the energy was weird. But in the old days, it was like that. But I loved it last night. The people were into it, and the energy at the end was off the hook.
We get really into it.
You sure do.
You should come when the Riders come to town.
Well, everybody says I need to come to the Banjo Bowl. Well, here's my problem. For this year, I will come for a Banjo Bowl, I promise you. But this year, my daughter's getting married in September, later September. But 2 weeks before that, the 10th, is my son-in-law-to-be's 40th birthday.
Okay.
And I have to be there for that.
Okay.
I have to be there for that.
But you will.
Count on me in 2018, though.
18?
You count on that. Yeah.
Do you want to go see any other CFL games?
Oh, of course I do. In fact, I was looking at the schedule, and it depends on, I've got a busy life with Gregory, who's picking his nose now. And stop, Gregory, gotta be a gentleman. Like when the Blue Bombers maybe go play like BC, which is a little closer of a trip, but I would sort of go anywhere to go see them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you travel to go see them?
No, I don't really travel, but I always wanted to go to Labor Day.
Yeah. How cool is your brother, by the way?
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
I was actually, I thought we were gonna lose it, but he was the one keeping me positive.
That's all right. I love that. You get a new shirt made. Keep the faith.
Yeah. That should be our new slogan.
It should be. It's a famous one in San Diego because of our baseball team, the Padres, who's a friar, which is like, in a way, a religious figure. And so the catchphrase in San Diego at baseball games is, keep the faith. Yeah. They will come back. Yeah. So I think you Blue Bombers should adopt it too.
How, For the CFL rules, did you research the different rules at all?
Well, the weird one last night that happened was that one pointer on that field goal. You know, I mean, I'm looking at the scoreboard. I knew about some of the other ones. And field goal gets kicked, the guy catches it, and then I see the point go on the board. I'm like, what is that about? And luckily one of the CGOB guys came back, and I go, what is that about? And he told me about it. And he even admitted himself it's a ridiculous rule. He thinks it should go away. What do you think?
I think it should, and I definitely think pass interference should be
those
more defined.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. You need to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
You need to write a letter.
I don't have much.
We have a new commissioner now.
Yeah. I guess we could try and get in there now and explain my opinion.
I think you should.
What's the difference between 3 down and 4 down ball?
You know the answer to that, but I'm going to give it to you anyway.
Yeah.
It means much more passing in your game. You know, if you follow the NFL at all, I mean, there's a lot of running. You've got guys running for well into 100 yards, sometimes have 200-yard games, a lot more running. You guys, because there's only 3 downs, you have to rely on the pass. You've got to get as many yards as you can on a down, and it really almost gives you no choice. What I found interesting last night was that, I think it was that one last drive of Montreal's, was it? Where they did not pass, because the end zones are also so deep. And I really thought it'd be a passing play, and they ran it, and of course, you know.
Yeah.
Well, those, I'm thinking about it. So, yeah, it was the last drive where we that had that weird play that got them all the way down to the 1 yard line.
That
and we stuffed them twice. Well,
yeah,
whatever that weird thing was,
weird.
it got them all the way down, and we stuffed them twice. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
How did Gregory enjoy the game?
You know, he had a great time. I got to tell you, yesterday was a miracle. It really was, because we, as you might have known, had to be at Global at 7 a.m. Because Gregory has behavior issues if he's tired, especially if he's tired. And I was so
like
worried.
Everybody.
Well, right, but when you're mentally challenged, I mean, you don't know how to like cope with it throughout the day, right? So you act out. So he got into bed late the night before, which is not like him. He's an early, goes to bed early, but he just stayed up for some reason. I thought, oh, here, I knew what I was in for. So we get up. Well, I got him up, and we got over to Global. I waited to be there at 7. The interview was at 7:20. Yeah. And then we had to be at CGOB. So CGOB, we had to cut short. Luckily, that was radio, not TV, because Gregory literally went out the room like he did here, but there was no one to catch him. So I had to leave. So I had for poor Hal, I just said, but he understood. He was a class act about it. The good news is CGOB didn't pick us up till 11:30, okay, at the hotel to have a fun day with it for the middle of the day. And what they did is it gave us a chance to rest at the hotel. And Gregory allowed himself to listen to his body and took a nap, which doesn't happen very often. So thank God. I think that saved the day right there. Yeah. So anyway, so he did okay there. And then we got picked up by COGOB, and we got taken to the Human Rights Museum real quick, the zoo real quick, ate at VJ's, which was really cool. Yeah. And then again, we got back and sort of a chance to regroup. We changed to our new jerseys. Yeah. And then the car came and picked us up to take us to the game. And you know, I got to, we were on they brought us down to the field. I'm looking at the clock in the corner. It says 40 minutes to game time. I'm like, oh. You know, I mean, and then you got a 3-hour game. But you know what? You saw it. We were there to the end. God had a roll on that one.
So you took like a limo or what?
Well, I'd call it was a Lincoln Town car. It was very nice.
A Lincoln Town car?
Yeah, it was sweet. It was, CGOB took care of us yesterday. I was very moved by that.
Where did you happen to sit?
We were in section 113. You might know where that is, because it's for people like us.
On lower level? Yeah,
lower level, 113. We were in the south end zone, sort of near the south end zone. In the corner there, sort of in the corner.
Have you seen a picture of the championship trophy we get?
Well, I've seen different pictures. The one that got me excited, to be honest, was in the team store, where I saw that they won the Grey Cup in 1959, and that was the year I was born. So this was all meant to be. Yeah. I mean, you've won multiple Grey Cups, but when I saw they won it in my year of birth, thought that was another little telling connection. What do you think?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think.
I don't want to leave you out. You know.
Yeah.
Gotta include your brother a little bit. You know. Don't you think?
Did you see the atmosphere at the Rum Hut?
Oh God. Yes, I sure did. I mean, you know, luckily Gregory, despite his issues, he doesn't have a problem with people, because I thought, I just wanted, you know, at halftime we wanted to make that full circle. Oh, I mean, but you know, the best part was, though, that little band that plays in the corner. I love that.
Yeah.
And so we watched them play a song. I took a little video of that. But then navigating back, you know, through that group to get to 113 was pretty crazy. But it was fun. It was fun, you know. Yeah. I mean, it kept Gregory busy for the break, and it was great.
How many people did you say hi to, do you think?
412.
400. You kept track?
Yeah. I did keep track, yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Thank you.
I don't know if I could.
Well, give it a shot next time.
I will.
Okay, you do that.
What other things do you plan to do when you're
Good
still
question.
here?
Good question. Well, today we're doing the zoo for a little while. Okay. The weather's perfect right now, but I know it's going to get warmer later. We're going to openings. Are you going to be at the opening ceremonies tonight?
No, I won't be, but I'll be at the games.
You will be? Okay, great. So we're going to opening ceremonies tonight. And then tomorrow, the weekend's pretty loose. We might go to Gimli. Is it Gimli?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think about going to a place where there's water, as long as we can get on a little boat thing and just toot around a little bit. I'm not sure what's around. I mean, I'm getting mixed information on that, but that's a thought. I'd like to go back to the museum. Gregory's not going to be big on it, but if we just sort of keep walking, we might do okay there. Want to go to the Forks? Yeah. You've been to the Forks.
The Forks is like, you gotta go.
No, we're gonna go check that out. Here. And then what else? Monday, I'm thinking about the Monday night at Shaw Park. Team Manitoba's playing in the Canada Summer Games in baseball, so I thought that would be an option. Yeah. And other than that, you know, after all this excitement, you know, we just sort of need to slow the pace down for Gregory. So when we fly home Tuesday, he's rested.
So you go home Tuesday?
We go home Tuesday. Yep, we do. We have a 9 o'clock flight in the morning. Yep. Okay.
Will you be back this year?
I hope so. Again, the banjo bowl would have been a no-brainer had it not been for my son-in-law to be his birthday. But I hope so. I got to look at the schedule. You know, you never know. I might make a Jets game too.
Okay. That would be cool.
Do you like the Jets too?
Oh yeah, okay. I'm a big fan.
Okay, I figured that. My career was, I used to be a part owner of a small software company, and we sold software to banks across the United States. And I was the sales guy. You're not surprised by that, are you?
I'm not surprised the way you can talk that.
My demos used to be an hour and a half long. I used to demo for an hour and a half, you know, trying to sell this stuff. And but anyway, I traveled all over the country, and I did pretty well. And I finally, though, having it, you know, a son like I have and stuff like that, decided 4 years ago to retire early. But I am back to school to become a school teacher. Yeah.
What grade do you hope to teach?
It'll be elementary. That sort of happened by default. Okay. Special ed was a thought. Then my wife goes, no, because I have enough at home, you know, to deal with. So thought I might do middle school, high school, but in California or in the States, I guess you get what they call a single subject credential. And I thought about math. I mean, I took calculus and all that stuff back in my day. But I went to a state exam for math, and guess what? I'm on the computer. Brings up a question, and one of your options, in addition to answering the question, is stay flagged for review. You know what that means? I want to come back. I got to go back to it. Well, I did that 15 questions in a row. Finally raised my hand. The proctor comes in and says, "Is everything okay?" I go, "I'm out of here." You know, the stuff was just flying over my head. And so what that means is I've had to now just pursue what they call a multi-subject credential, which means, because you know, in elementary school you teach all subjects. Yeah. You teach math, social studies, you know, English and all that. So I'm doing that, and the reason is because it gives me a nice, oh, he's back in the front seat, how funny. It gives me a nice schedule with Gregory.
Where's the best place you traveled with your job?
Oh, that's a great, okay, with my job, you know, I've loved, the thing that was a blessing in my job is I got to go to places I would never, ever go otherwise. I went to some major cities, Atlanta, New York, you know, all the big cities, but I've also been to Manitowoc, Wisconsin, which is not that far from here. I mean, it's not close, but it's not that far. I mean, who's been to Manitowoc, right? But there was a bank there, and I sold them, and they actually bought my software. So that's what got me excited. I was going to some of these other smaller places. Nothing would take me there otherwise. So that's a great question, though. You didn't ask about, you know, personal travel. Or is that your next question?
Oh, personal travel then?
Banff, Alberta, Canada, to be honest.
Banff?
The people, from a people perspective, Winnipeg, but from a nature perspective, Banff, Alberta. My wife and I honeymooned there in 1984, got to go back in 2007. Beautiful place.
Yeah.
Alright, I wait for the truck to go by though.
Oh yeah.
He's noisy.
Dude, get out of here.
How's the traffic here?
You are talking to a guy from California.
There's no traffic here. This is light.
Yeah, this is like.
You see,
I mean, I didn't know we stayed way out on Portage, and so coming in, you know, it was a good 15-20 minutes, but it doesn't matter.
like California
You don't have freeways.
traffic real?
Oh yeah, it sure is. That's
Like-
why I take the train to Padre games now, because I refuse to sit in that traffic. I mean,
Yeah.
it should take me 35 minutes, and it's an hour and a half.
And oh, really?
Yeah.
Just to get to game?
Yeah.
Well, it takes us about an hour to get to
To the Blue Bombers.
the stadium. So, folks, thanks for watching. I'd like to thank you, Scott,
You are
for
very
taking the time
You are welcome.
to
It was an honor and a
to-
privilege.
be here with me today.
You got it.
And I would like to thank Jeff McPlenny and Glenn McPlenny for creating this spot for me to do this interview.
Awesome.
Goodbye, folks.
Please like and subscribe to Jordan's YouTube channel and follow him on Twitter.